It's time for People in 10. The oh-so-lovable JEONG'S is on, and we've got the stories that define the week at People. Hey everyone, I'm Andrea Boehlke, bringing you the biggest stories we can't stop talking about, your favorite Instagrams and tweets, everything you need to know about pop culture right now. Plus, we get up close and personal with one of my faves, JEONG, all in just 10 minutes. It's gonna go by so fast. So let's dive right in with the first 5. We start with our People cover story, bringing you an exclusive look inside Prince William and Prince Harry's fractured relationship. According to historian Robert Lacey's new book, Battle of Brothers, their bond began to fray years before their wives joined the royal family.
William and Harry were raised with an ethos, as Lacey calls it, of brotherliness. But because of what he describes as the pain and trauma of their childhood, Lacey writes that the boys ended up going separate directions.
William threw himself into preparing for his future role as king, while Harry was left without a defined role of his own. And then he met Meghan Markle.
William really cautioned Harry that he felt that Harry was moving far too quickly with Meghan. And as Lacey says, that clash of love versus duty, Harry prioritizing his love for Meghan, William, in Harry's eyes, prioritizing the duty to the crown, that was fundamental to their fractured relationship.
Very interesting stuff. There's more in this week's issue of People. In other, more lighthearted royals news, the new ITV documentary Prince William, A Planet for Us All shows a group of kids asking the royal dad some burning questions, like this one.
Is Princess Charlotte cheekier than Prince George?
No, they're about as cheeky as each other. They're very cheeky.
William goes on to reveal that cheeky Princess Charlotte can do the popular floss dance, and so can his wife Kate Middleton. As for his own dance moves, he says, it's like a really horrible film to watch me floss. I also can't floss. I'm a terrible dancer. All right, now on to the Instagrams that you've been loving this week. Rebel Wilson says she's just 6 pounds away from her goal weight of 165 pounds as she continues her year of health. She celebrated her accomplishment with a photo of herself on a hike. Beautiful. And Amy Schumer's son, Gene, also hit a major milestone this week.
Can you say dad?
Yeah.
Yes, he says dad for the very first time. Then everyone freaks out, which causes poor baby Gene to freak out too. So cute. And there's another Destiny's Child on the way. Kelly Rowland is pregnant with baby number 2. The 39-year-old announced the big news on the cover of the November issue of Women's Health and shared some of the gorgeous pics on Instagram, writing surprise. Kelly, who said she's due later this year, revealed that she hesitated to share the news given the pandemic and national reckoning, but wanted to remind people that life is important. Congratulations to her. And this week brought us even more baby updates.
Max is doing pretty good.
We got some good news from Casey Good, the American Idol alum whose newborn son was diagnosed with COVID-19. This has been a top story on People.com, and I know we are all pulling for baby Max.
Thanks everybody for wishing me well.
We've also been following President Trump's positive COVID diagnosis and Nick Cordero's widow, Amanda Klootz's response to his tweet telling Americans not to let the virus dominate their lives.
Instead of showing empathy and heart, he showed his bragging nature and how well he's doing and how great he's feeling after 20 years. He's never felt better. I wish I could say that to my husband.
Cordero died in July after battling COVID for over 3 months. He was 41 years old. And the world of rock is mourning Eddie Van Halen, who died on October 6th following a battle with throat cancer. His son, Wolfgang, announced the news on Twitter, writing that he cherished every moment he shared with his dad on and off the stage. Van Halen's ex-wife, Valerie Bertinelli, said that her life was changed forever 40 years ago when they met, adding, "I'll see you in our next life, my love." They were married for more than 20 years. In his own tribute, John Mayer called Van Halen a guitar superhero and a true virtuoso. Lenny Kravitz told People that Van Halen changed music with his electric guitar. A source tells People Van Halen's health declined rapidly a few days before his death and that his cancer had spread to all of his organs. All right, now we move on to a happier or happily ever after note. Let's wrap the first 5 with one of my guilty pleasures. It's the new season of The Bachelorette. Season 16 premieres next week, and CLARE is promising promising there are some good surprises in store. But we already knew this season would be totally unique. From the beginning, production was put on pause because of the pandemic, then some of the men were recast, and then Claire reportedly left the show abruptly mid-season after falling for one of her suitors. And while she's keeping her relationship status a secret, she did tell us about her strategy for the season.
I'm a woman that really listens to my gut now in my life. I never listened to it before, and I really, really listened to my gut this time. And I know that people watching, people seeing this, they're gonna judge a lot and be like, what did she do that for? What was that? And question a lot of things. But at the end of the day, I listened to my gut, I followed my gut, and it didn't lead me astray.
There you go. Gotta trust your gut, and I'm so excited to watch Claire, and I hope she finds her happily ever after. I want to live vicariously through her. All right, now let's move on to some screen time. Dr. Ken Jeong is here with us. And by here with us, we mean he's at home, just chilling, joining us virtually. We're always so happy to see Ken, and he's very busy these days. He's starring in 2 game shows all about the mysteries of singing. He's hosting on the new series called I Can See Your Voice, where contestants have to guess if someone is a good or bad singer without ever hearing them sing a note. And he's back judging on the mega hit show, The Masked Singer.
What's happening?
Yeah, you get used to it.
Now for these final 5 minutes of the show, Ken, I'm gonna ask you 5 questions, and you have to give us a certain amount of answers. So for the first question, we want 1 answer. For the second question, we are expecting 2 answers, and so on. It's very easy, and you're very smart. All right, let's get going. What is one thing that most people don't know about you that would surprise us?
That actually every day I try to go running on the treadmill, on my treadmill. So like I run at least 3 miles a day, so which is not a lot of people know. So yeah, no one would know that, especially the body that I have and the fitness. You know, I'm not like known for, I won't be gracing even the back of Men's Health anytime soon. You know what I mean?
Ken, so you have so many former co-stars from all the projects you've done. So I want to know, what are 2 things you've learned from your co-stars during this pandemic?
That Joel McHale, just talking to him so much on the podcast, he really is like an amazing cook. Not that I'll go to his house for barbecues and stuff like that in the past before the pandemic, but he really, he really puts a lot of care, into his cooking. It's so beautiful, and Allison Brie of Community, she has done like really an amazing job. Like when we would try to interview her, she has a trainer and she'll work with virtually, and I remember during the pandemic, she really kept her schedule, which I really respected. There are qualities that they really have committed to that are really inspiring, really. Please don't tell Joel McHale I said anything nice about him. I really, it's very important, for the media to understand that. I will deny it if I said something nice and respectful about Joel McHale. Please, I hope this is off the record.
Totally off the record.
Julio.
You need to take this show seriously, Ken. Getting everything right tonight.
So you're a judge on The Masked Singer, which I think is the most amazing show. It's so joyful. And you're judging alongside Nicole Scherzinger, Robin Thicke, and Jenny McCarthy. So I want to hear your 3 highest compliments per judge. So 3 quick compliments per person.
Okay, Robin Thicke, brilliant, just incredible ear, and funny. Jenny.
Well, I'm most excited to be socially distanced 6 feet away from Ken Jeong.
Smart. She is a clueaholic, and she is just energy, vivacious. That's 4. Nicole Scherzinger, again, brilliant ear, funny, and she's basically family.
Well, besides being a successful comedian, host, and actor, you're also a doctor, which is incredible. We are in a global pandemic. So what are 4 things that you wish people would be doing during this time?
Wear a mask, social distancing, wash hands, and take care of one another. Those 4 things. I'm in the flow right now, people in 10. I'm in the flow. I'm in this list flow
now.
The trained singer, no offense, Ken, doesn't double fist the mic like that.
What?
All right, and finally, since you have this new show, choose 5 things you've learned about how to spot a good singer from hosting I Can See Your Voice.
Throat movement, just, when it comes to the lip sync challenge, musicology, I think just disposition. I think microphone placement, and posture. I think all 5 things go into that. And even if when you think you know all 5 elements, I guarantee you'll be wrong. It's a harder show than The Masked Singer to figure out. Honestly, do I get some sort of tiara or something?
You do. We're gonna mail it over.
Please mail it to me. Just send it whenever you get a chance. But like, if you could hurry it up, that'd be great. I stayed up all night preparing for these lists.
Sounds good.
So I think I deserve.
You nailed it.
Some sort of crown, guys. That's all I request.
And everyone, make sure you watch Ken on Wednesday nights, or should we say KENSDAYS, on Fox, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern with The Masked Singer, and then I Can See Your Voice right after that. All right, that's it for People in 10. See you next Thursday.